right, welcome. Here we are to go over some of the skills that we learned in a level one dance party. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to go up, right up there, and uh, and that way we can go over um, kind of all of the different tools that got introduced over the course of the entire level. All right, so let me share my screen. All right, here we are. And I'm in the last 115, which is task 15, which is kind of like a free to play. There's really nothing wrong you could do, and I erased everything. So all I've got left here is set up. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I am gonna create a world. So there's the colors. We could have a background effect or a foreground effect. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my background effect and click it in. And I'm going to choose, let's see. Let's see what cool is. I'm not even sure what that is. Then I'm going to populate the world with dancers. So we could go one at a time, or we could do kind of a group. We could take all of those all of those groups and arrange them in different shapes. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to do kind of like like a boy band or something like that. Let me get a couple of guys out here. We're not going to keep them all cats. I just want to get a couple of, just get a couple and get a couple of choices here. So let's have an alien. Um, Pineapple, I like that. A robot, good. That's good for tech. And a unicorn, of course. And let's arrange them. So let's say we've got. Let's do bottom right, bottom left. Let's do left, right. And you know what? Let's add one more. And we'll put that one in the center. And I don't know. Do we want to leave it as a cat? Hmm. I'm gonna go dog. Go dog instead of cat. All right. So we've got a whole bunch of different dancers. We've got them all arranged. We've got a little background that's set up, and we've got all sorts of ways to um, to kind of add events. We've got all sorts of different properties that we could do. We talked about like shrinking people and making them larger or smaller. You know what? Why don't we take the two that are on the bottom and make them just a tiny bit bigger than the people who are in the center? That way, it's like they're just a tiny bit closer to us. So let's do that. Let's take let's change the alien to let's do 110. See what that looks like. And let's do the pineapple. Oops. Do that as 110. And let's just see what that looks like. Whoa. It's not what I was expecting. think I'm going to leave it. Looks better as is. So I've kind of got like a little zigzag going. And let's set up a little loop with a repeat block. And let's have them all do a little dance that kind of alternates back and forth. See what that looks like. Return to the Mac. Get it what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Get up. First shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy. Bad moonwalking. And this here is a. All right, pretty good. It kind of just syncs all by itself, but you can turn the tempo up and down by going to the properties and not the properties, where is it? I know there's a way to change the speed. Oh, here we go. You could change the dancer's speed here if we wanted to make them kind of like, oh, go a little bit faster, a little bit slower, depending on the song. I don't have to use a repeat block. I could set a different dance move for every other measure or for every measure, or make them kind of like go back and forth between a couple. You can get as creative and crazy as you want, really, with these. But the most important thing is to just kind of learn your way around the screen. So the world, that's all of our environmental things. So let's pop a foreground effect in here too. Let's see. Poop. All right, we got to see what that is. Let's try that. Whoa. Okay, so we've got our world, we've got our dancers. Those are all of our sprites or our little characters, and we could arrange them in different patterns. We could make them do different kinds of dances. We can change their size. We can change their tint in the properties. And with the events are when things happen. So we could sync it to the music. So you could have when the bass drops, maybe they all drop and do like a split. Or maybe when the treble peaks, you can make them clap high up in the air. So that way it kind of goes along with the music a little bit more. Or you could just set it by musical measures. So there's lots of different ways to kind of use this space and create something that's interesting. All right, now I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to come back down into there. All right, so this was a very, very easy level. There really wasn't anything to figure out. It was just a matter of learning how to use the different tools. So if you found that difficult, go back and check out the instruction videos. Those instruction videos basically tell you everything that you need to know for each level as you go. The actual instructions on each task, like at the very, very top of the screen, um, often give you everything that you need to know to successfully pass the level. And don't forget that those light bulbs are there to give you little hints, little clues, so that you could always keep moving forward. If you can't figure something out, maybe it'll give you a different way to look at it, or maybe it'll give you like a little hint like, hey, this value is very important. And then you can figure out how to use that hint to complete the tasks. Now, as we move forward, they will not stay this easy. They will get more and more difficult. You will see familiar characters from movies and from video games and from different apps and things like that. And you also will have little celebrity cameos teaching us about some of these little tasks. So lots of stuff to look at as we move forward into the future. These assignments are going to get progressively more difficult. So if you feel that you need help, uh, reach out for help. If you feel like you're getting frustrated, it is kind of like a puzzle. Maybe shut it down, walk away, come back with fresh eyes, and try again. Sometimes a new perspective or just hitting that start over button and getting a blank space to work on is pretty helpful. Okay, good luck. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.